In this video lesson, let us understand regarding naming this carboxylic acid as per IUPAC rules. Now here I have selected few important carboxylic acids and I have already written their formula along with the common name. Common name is otherwise called the trivial nomenclature. The trivial nomenclature of this carboxylic acid, if you can observe here, is ending with the suffix IC acid. It is ending with the term IC acid. Now this IC acid name is derived on the basis of the Latin or the Greek terms. These were the meanings of the word from where these acids were originally extracted or obtained. Say for example, formic acid, which has a molecular formula as HCOOH. Why is this organic compound containing HCOOH formula was called as formic acid? For the simple reason that these formic acids were originally earlier obtained from the distillation of red ants. In Latin, the word formicus means red ants. So, in order to indicate the source from which these acids were extracted or obtained, earlier the names of the acids were based from the source they were extracted. Similarly, acetic acid, which is having a molecular formula as CH3COOH. This organic acid was called as acetic acid because it was obtained from vinegar. In Latin, the word acetum means vinegar. Similarly, caproic acid, say for example, why is this called as caproic acid? Because these were obtained from goats. In Latin, the word caper means goat. So like this, the organic compounds earlier were named on the basis of the source from which they were originally extracted. Now, in order to give the name of the carboxylic acid, which is one of the top priority organic compound, always prioritized compound if an aldehyde or a carboxylic acid, both of them are present in an organic compound, the first preference is always given for carboxylic acid. So it is one of the prioritized functional group. So to name this prioritized functional group containing organic compound, IUPAC has given the rule to be followed as we should name the carboxylic acid if it is a simple one containing only one COOH in its molecule, then we need to remove the E of the alkane. The E of the alkane to be replaced with the term OIC acid. I repeat, the E of the alkane term should be replaced by the words OIC acid. Say for example, I have to name this particular compound. HCOOH is its molecular formula and the common name of this is formic acid. And how many carbon atoms do we see here? Only one carbon atom, and the root word to be used if only one carbon atom is present, then methane. So now I have to remove the E, the last alphabet E from methane, and I have to replace it with OIC acid. So therefore, the name of this organic compound will be methanoic acid. Methanoic acid. Because I have removed last alphabet E from methane and I have replaced it with OIC acid. So therefore, what is the name of this particular compound having the molecular formula as HCOOH? Methanoic acid. Methanoic acid is its IUPAC nomenclature. Now, next compound, look at this molecular formula. CH3, CH2, COOH. So we see 3 carbon atoms. Yes, one important point the students should remember here is that when you are naming the carboxylic acid, if it is belonging to the parent chain itself, then you need to count that carbon atom also as belonging to the parent chain, and then you should fix the root word. So now we observe the presence of 3 carbon atoms there. So the root word to be used is propane, and I have to replace the last E of propane with OIC acid to name it as per IUPAC. Otherwise, what is the common name of this particular compound? It is called propionic acid. The common name of this compound having the molecular formula CH3, CH2, COOH is propionic acid. And what is its IUPAC name? Propanoic acid. Propane, E of the propane to be replaced with OIC acid. So therefore the name is going to be propanoic acid. Now look at this structure of the molecular formula. CH3, CH2, twice COOH. So let me just expand this and write. What does this mean? It means CH3, there are 2 CH2. So CH2, CH2, and then it is COOH. So this will be the expanded form of this condensed structure. So how many carbon atoms do we see? 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 4 carbon atoms. So therefore the root word to be fixed is bute, and because it is saturated, I will just club it as butane. I have to replace the E of the butane with OIC acid. So therefore what would be the IUPAC name of this compound? It should be called butanoic acid. It should be called butanoic acid. What is its common name? It is commonly referred by the name as butyric acid, or its trivial nomenclature is butyric acid. Why the name butyric acid for this? As I already told you, it is being named on the basis of the source from where it is extracted. So the source for butyric acid is butter. From rancid butter, butyric acid has been extracted. So in Latin, the term butyrum means butter. So therefore it is named as butyric acid. And what is the IUPAC name of this particular compound? It is called butanoic acid. Now, here you see 1, 2, 3, 4 carbon atoms are present. And what else do you see? For this carbon atom, there is a methyl group being attached. So when I give the locant, I should always start from carboxylic acid because that's the prioritized one. So therefore 1, 2, 3, 4. So what do we see? For the third carbon atom, there is presence of a methyl group. So therefore it is called 3-methyl. Let me just write that first. 3-methyl means this is being taken care, and the remaining will be butanoic acid because there are 4 carbon atoms and there is a carboxylic acid. So therefore 3-methyl butanoic acid. And what is its trivial nomenclature? It is called isobutyric acid. It's called isobutyric acid. Now, the next compound which is having molecular formula as CH3, CH2, 4 times COOH. So if I were to expand CH2 like this, how many CH2 should we be writing? Yes, we need to write 4 times CH2, and prior to that there will be CH3. So from this structure to this structure, what is that we observe? we see there is increase in the carbon chain to the extent of 2 carbon atoms. So therefore 2 methylene group is been added extra for this. So there are how many carbon atoms totally? 1 plus 4 becomes 5 and this is 6. So I have to start numbering from this side only. Therefore it is going to be 6 carbon atom and it is saturated. So the root word to be fixed with the suffix is hexane because it is saturated, and replacing the last E of hexane we should introduce the term OIC acid. Therefore the name of this particular compound going to be hexanoic acid. Hexanoic acid. Then what is the trivial nomenclature of this name? Caproic acid, derived from goats. The word caper means goat. Caproic acid. Now look at the molecular formula of this compound. It is having molecular formula as COOH, COOH. So there are 2 COOH in this, and it is commonly called oxalic acid. The general formula of this we often write it as C2H2O4. C2H2O4 because we find 2 hydrogen, 2 carbon and then 4 oxygen. So it is going to be C2H2O4. Common name of this is oxalic acid. Since we find here presence of 2 carbon atom and it is saturated, these carbon atoms are saturated, means containing a single covalent bond between them. Therefore the root word to be fixed is, along with the suffix, eth is the root word and the suffix to be fixed is ane. So ethane. And what else do we see? Both these are containing COOH in it. So therefore IUPAC name of this compound is going to be ethane 1,2 dioic acid. Since I don't have the place there, I am writing this below. You should be writing in the same line. What is the IUPAC name of this particular compound? Oxalic acid. It is ethane 1,2 dioic acid. Why am I writing it as dioic acid? See here, we find presence of 2 carbon atom which is saturated, and they are the carbon atoms of carboxylic acid itself. So therefore we should write the term as ethane. And why dioic acid? I have to represent the presence of the COOH. In that only C we have fixed. The remaining constituent also has to be named. So therefore dioic acid includes that. Where and where is these acids present? With respect to the first and the second carbon atom. So therefore our IUPAC name according to the rules for this compound will be ethane 1,2 dioic acid. Now let us focus for the next table set of constituents. Now we have another compound with the molecular formula. We'll start from here. COOH linked with CH2 linked with COOH. So what do we see? We see here when we compare from this structure to this structure, there is the increase in the carbon chain by 1 number, that is CH2. 1 methylene group is added over there. So therefore otherwise we find presence of 3 carbon atoms and they are all saturated carbon atom. So therefore the term to be used for saturated and 3 carbon atom is propane. And what else do we see in propane? The first carbon atom and the third carbon atom. I can go in any way, either from my left to right or from my right to left. It's going to be same because it's a symmetrical structure in this particular case. So therefore we should call it as propane. I have to completely name that particular alkane and then show where are the presence of this carboxylic acids. So therefore the name of this compound will be propane. 1, 3 dioic acid. Propane 1, 3 dioic acid. I should completely name the alkane. Then I should write how many carboxylic acids are present by the prefix as di, tri, like that. And then it is OIC acid, because they are all present in the same carbon chain. We need to stick on to this particular name for the compound having this molecular formula. Then what is the common name of this compound? It is called malonic acid. It is called malonic acid. Now let us look into the next structure. What is the change you observe from this structure to this structure? Yes, you are right. We find the presence of one more CH2 group. That means the carbon chain has increased by one more methylene group. So therefore we find 1 plus 2, 3 and then 1. So there are 4 carbon atoms, and now what do we find? The first and the last are carboxylic acid. So what would be the name of this compound? I should write the name of the alkane completely, 4 carbon atom and saturated. So therefore butane, the first and the last is going to be the OIC acid. So there are 2 of them. So I call it as 1, 4 dioic acid. Butane 1, 4 dioic acid. Now I want you to focus your attention for this particular structure and this particular structure. What is the difference that you notice between this structure and this structure? Both of them are containing 4 carbon atoms and saturated. Here it is called butanoic acid. Here it is called butane dioic acid. What is the difference? The difference is in the number of carboxylic acid group present in the same parent chain. Here we find the presence of only one COOH. So therefore we went ahead and wrote the name as butanoic acid by replacing the alphabet E from the term butane. Here we need to retain the term butane because it's not only one COOH. We find the presence of 2 COOH in the same parent chain. Therefore, we should call this compound by the name as butane 1, 4 dioic acid and not as butanoic acid. Hope this clarifies the doubt. Next, what is the change we observe from this structure to this structure? Again, we observe increase in the carbon chain. Here, CH2 was present 2 in number. Here we find the CH2 present to the extent of 4. For your better practice, I would advise you to expand the structure and then learn the structure by yourself. Now, I have already taught you how you can expand with that example. So now, how many carbon atoms altogether? 1 plus 4, 5 and 1 more. So, 6. What is the name of this compound going to be? This should be called 6 carbon atoms saturated. So, hexane. What is that we observe in hexane? The first carbon atom and the 6th carbon atom is having COOH in them. In fact, they themselves are the 2 atoms wherein we accounted them also with the root word hex. So therefore the name of this compound will be hexane 1, 6 dioic acid. Hexane 1, 6 dioic acid. And what is the common name of this? Adipic acid. What is the common name of this compound? It is called adipic acid. Similarly, what is the common name of butane 1, 4 dioic acid? It is called succinic acid. Malonic acid, succinic acid, adipic acid, they are all acids of common usage. Now, so far we discussed regarding the nomenclature of aliphatic carboxylic acid. Now let us focus and learn few examples of aromatic carboxylic acids. Now observe this structure. What is that we find here? We find COOH is attached to benzene ring. So what would be the complete molecular formula? C6H5COOH. This remains as it is. This we can write it as C6H5. So what would be the common name of this? Benzoic acid. In fact, IUPAC has given sanction for this particular name. We can continue to use benzoic acid name as IUPAC nomenclature, but still for your benefit let me just explain its IUPAC name. We can call this as either benzene carboxylic acid. Benzene includes this entire benzene ring structure, and COOH is not belonging to the parent chain as we were observing in the previous cases of the aliphatic carboxylic acid. So it is remaining separate. So here we should not use the term OIC acid. OIC acid is a term that we could have used only if carboxylic acid was belonging to the parent chain itself. Now it is not belonging to the parent chain, it is remaining separate. So therefore we should separately call it in those cases as carboxylic acid only. So therefore the name of this compound is going to be benzene carboxylic acid. Benzene carboxylic acid. This is one way that you can name. One more way that you can name is, consider this to be the phenyl group, and since we find the presence of only one carbon atom, it will be looking like the structure of methanoic acid. Why do I say so? Because if you observe the formula here, what is the formula of methanoic acid? HCOOH. In that, instead of this H, we observe the presence of C6H5, that is a phenyl group. So therefore we can also call this by the name as, since I don't have space here, I'll write the name here. We can also call this as phenyl methanoic acid. This we can also call it by the name as phenyl methanoic acid. I'll use this space also. Phenyl methanoic acid. So there are two IUPAC name. Which is the correct IUPAC name for this particular compound where the COOH is attached to the benzene ring, and the molecular formula will be C6H5COOH. The common name is benzoic acid. As I already told you, IUPAC has given sanction to use this particular name itself, but the perfect IUPAC name for this particular compound will be benzene carboxylic acid. Excuse me. Or else we can also call it as phenyl methanoic acid. Now let us focus our attention for the next compound. What is that? We observe the change from this to this. We observe here there is increase in the carbon chain by one methylene group. One carbon atom is more in the side chain compared to this structure. So therefore it is commonly called phenyl acetic acid. We can call this by the name as acetic acid is having a molecular formula as CH3COOH. This is the molecular formula of acetic acid. Then what do we see here? One of the hydrogen from the methyl group of acetic acid is replaced by a phenyl group. So therefore the molecular formula for this compound will be C6H5CH2COOH. So this will be the complete molecular formula for this compound, C6H5CH2COOH. So therefore the IUPAC name of this compound can be written as This is a phenyl group and this is ethanoic acid. So therefore it is called phenyl ethanoic acid. Phenyl ethanoic acid. ETHANOIC. Phenyl ethanoic acid. Now you observe the last structure of our discussion now. What do we see? We see benzene ring. To the benzene ring, we observe the presence of 2 COOH in different positions. So there are 2 COOH, 2 carboxylic acid groups being linked to the benzene ring in different places. So wherever the carboxylic acid takes an attachment to the benzene ring, that carbon atom of the benzene ring should be always counted as the first carbon atom. I repeat, wherever the COOH carbon gets attached to the benzene ring carbon, then the benzene ring carbon is to be called as the first carbon atom. Now in this case, either you can call this carbon atom as the first or this as the first. If you are calling this as the first, you have to go like this. If you are calling this as the first, you have to come like this. Because it's going to be the same structure. So therefore, what do we see? In the benzene, in 2 different positions, there is presence of COOH. We need to stick on to this particular name, but there are 2 carboxylic acid, so we need to name it as benzene. We need to retain the name of benzene as it is. Benzene, then what do we see? 1, 2, because we are considering this as a first carbon atom, this as a second, third, fourth, fifth and sixth. So therefore, this should be called as the first and the second carbon atom. What do we see there? There are 2 carboxylic acids, so I should use the term di. That is a prefix to be used now. So di what? Carboxylic acid. Di. Since I don't have space there, I am writing it below. You should name it as one word. Di space carboxylic acid. Carboxylic and then space and then acid. So what would be the correct IUPAC name of this compound? Benzene 1, 2 dicarboxylic acid. And commonly it is called phthalic acid. What's the common name of this particular compound? Phthalic acid. Similarly, what is the common name of this particular compound? That is phenyl ethanoic acid. Is commonly called phenyl acetic acid. Hope this helps you in understanding the nomenclature of the carboxylic acid. In my next video on carboxylic acid, I will be covering about the general methods of preparation and the resonance structure of carboxylic acid. Watch those videos also for better understanding of the lesson of carboxylic acid.